gravity. Yeah. 18 to party, 21 to drink. Hunka bunka.
B96, the Killer B, Eddie and Jobo. Midwest, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
What was your morning show in Jersey?
It was 95.5 PLJ. Scott and Todd in the morning.
Sure.
What's your
Reggie, you listen to crazy, what was it? Eddie, what's his name? Kevin and Bean in LA?
No.
No, not into that.
I listen to Power 106,
Okay.
Big Boy in the
Power
morning.
106.
Yeah, Man-Cow's Morning Madhouse. That was my jam. That's my guy. The Cow is now. He was part of the Man-Cow militia.
We love nostalgia here on the show. We know that we're looking ahead to the 2018 draft. It's almost here, but we also love looking back in time at the past draft. So let's do that and much more. We call it the Hot Draft Time Machine. And let's head to 2003. And why are we going to 2003?
Okay, we're just 15 days away from the NFL draft. Let's go back 15 years. Let's go to 2003. Let's get into it right now. Let's look at the top 5 of the 2003 NFL draft. Great few players on this list. Let's start with Carson Palmer, number 1 to Cincinnati. He was a Heisman winner at a USC. He goes there. Number 3.
Where'd he go again?
He went to USC. Fight on. Number 3, Andre Johnson.
Reg.
He gets to go out of Miami, one of the best wide receivers of his generation. And number 5, Terrence Newman, as of last year, still playing in the NFL at a high level as a corner. But I always like to go a little deeper. Let's see. The biggest first-round steal to me, another USC guy, Reg. Troy Polamalu, falling all the way to 16 to the Steelers. One of the best safeties of his generation. How about biggest value pick? We're going Jason Witten, 3rd round to the Dallas Cowboys. And that last one, Tony Romo went undrafted. Some other players worth noting in this draft class. Terrell Suggs, 10 to the Ravens. Anquan Bolden, 2nd round to the Cardinals. Lance Briggs, 2nd round to the Bears.
Wow.
Nate Burleson, 71st pick overall. Nate, 3rd round to the Minnesota Vikings. Shout out to Nate. We love you, buddy. That is the 2003 NFL draft.
Nate getting some love. I like that.
What was your favorite storyline going into that draft?
Going into that draft, I wanted to see where Andre Johnson went. I loved Andre Johnson at the U. I thought he was the best wide receiver these two eyes had ever seen, and he went 3rd to the Texans, where he had an amazing career.
Yeah.
Finished his career jumping around a little bit, but I would put up Andre Johnson's peak game up against any receiver in that generation. Larry Fitzgerald, Calvin Johnson, all of them. Andre Johnson was a beast.
One of those few taken with a premium pick, as you mentioned, one of the 11.
Yes,
yeah.
one of the
That worked,
11
one of
guys.
the few that worked out of those 11.
Yeah.
Andre was incredible. I was a Charles Rogers guy out of Michigan State. He was unbelievable. We were at, listen, he was drafted by Steve Mariucci. We were talking with Mucci in the lobby in Canton last fall, and he was telling us some Charles Rogers stories and what went wrong, and I don't want to give up his opinions, but it went wrong very quickly, I think. And I know he had some major demons that he talked about off the field, but also one of the 11 that did not work out.
Yeah. Well, since I live in LA, in Hollywood, or close to Hollywood, I'm going to take you guys back to 2003.
All right.
Hollywood movies of that time. My top 5 movies were Kill Bill. Did you guys see Kill Bill?
Hell yeah. Which volume?
Kill Bill 1, Volume 1. Bad Santa. That was a hilarious movie.
Thurman Merman. Can I fix you some sandwiches? Great.
This was a hilarious year.
Oh
It's a
my
good
goodness.
year.
Old School, I don't think it gets any funnier than Old School.
Is it the best Will Ferrell
Frank
movie,
the Tank?
Reggie? Your thoughts?
I think it's the best Will Ferrell movie.
We're going streaking.
And you kind of remind me of Frank the Tank. I feel like when you were in college, you might have had a little Frank the Tank in
Compliment
you.
of his life.
Yeah, you don't know about it exactly now,
beer
too.
chugging.
I will go to Home Depot on a Saturday like that and make a head spin. That's my life, 100%.
You streaking down the streets in
chugging.
Westchester, buddy?
Must be cold out there.
Frank the Tank?
Bruce Almighty, Jim Carrey, and he gets to play God, which is Morgan Freeman. That's
right.
Morgan Freeman is like one of my favorites.
No doubt.
If I could have any actor narrate my life, it would be Morgan Freeman.
You probably make that
Have
happen.
you met him?
Bush.
Yeah.
I've never met him.
You've
You know
never
what?
met
I
him.
just recently found out that he doesn't, speaking of missing limbs, he doesn't have a hand.
Huh?
He's missing
Morgan Freeman doesn't have a hand?
Yeah, is it?
I don't think that's right.
No, that's right.
I'm not going to question you. It
I'm
sounds like
almost,
fake
I'm
news.
almost positive.
Really?
Morgan Freeman.
Hamilton, does Morgan Freeman missing a hand? That would blow my
I've watched
mind.
a lot of his movies.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Am I right?
I want to hear Hamilton say 2 hands.
Yes. Is it Morgan Fairchild? Who's missing a hand?
Can you Google?
Reggie, he can't move the fingers.
That's what it is.
paralyzed.
Something like that. Something like that. I knew it was something like that. Lastly, Bad Boys 2, one of my favorite.
You
all-time.
love sequels.
I do. Well, good sequels.
Yes.
Bad Boys and
Rush Hour.
Yes.
Rush Hour.
You know what the thing is too? Martin Lawrence missing a foot. Doesn't have a foot. Hamilton, does Martin Lawrence have a foot? I'm just kidding.
But I was right, though.
That's
He's
what
missing.
Hamilton
You
can
were.
find
He has a
answers
fake
using
hand.
That dinosaur computer is so impressive to me.
That was awesome. No, I'm the dinosaur
The
computer.
fact that he can even find that information on that computer, good job.
Good job, Aaron. What do you got, Adams?
Oh, man. I know, man.
I made a little
I gotta
K-list
research
instead of a playlist.
Yeah.
My jams from 2003. Take a look here. I think "In the Club" was the 2003 song. Everyone knew every word. It was the thing. Then Lil Chingy, right there, loved that. Justin Timberlake, "Cry Me a River" was a jam. White Stripes, Seven Nation Army, I think changed the game.
Yeah,
It was a strong year.
Shout out to Meg.
Just because everybody, it was just a
Garden State?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Garden
that-
State
yeah.
soundtrack was amazing.
If you're a Shins fan, if
And
you're
then
a
it
Postal
went,
Service fan.
I'm fine with the yes too.
Aaron O,
Which
it's
was great.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
at a spinning class yesterday. In the Club came on. It still gets it
still
going.
That-
Yeah, turn up my torque. I love it.
I was going to go with Magic Stick, but I didn't want the joke, so I handed over to
I
you.
like Magic Stick too. Guys, let's quickly here.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not wrong about this hand
Freeze it.
thing. I know that.
He's
Maybe I do. What do you know?
Yes.
I'm still back on the hand.
Yes,
because-
yes. All right. Can somebody give me a hand over here? Yes.
Paralyzed hand.
Stop!
You ever want to go back 30 seconds in your life? I don't need a hand.
What about the Magic Stick?
Peter, shut up. Shut up. I'm trying to talk about the memories from
Okay.
2003. Magic Stick was fine. NLCS, Cubs, Marlins. The Chicago Cubs are 5 outs away from the World Series when Luis Castillo hits a pop fly towards left field. Moises Alou goes up to catch it.
Alou!
And an innocent young man from the north suburbs does the human thing, reaches out, interferes with the play. His name was Steve Bartman. His life was never the same. Guys, I could get into this over and over, but truly, it represents a great pockmark on not only on the Chicago sports, but on the city of Chicago, the way that they treated that man, attacked that man, stalked that man afterwards. And let me say this. I have so much respect for Steve Bartman and the way he has handled himself in the wake of that. He has said steadfastly, I don't want to be famous. I'm not doing an interview. You can pay me whatever you want. I'm not doing anything. They gave him a World Series ball when they finally won. They said, Steve, come out. Let's make right. He's like, I just want to coach baseball. I just want to. They offered him money. He says no. He makes a statement this long. Let me just read this. He says, my hope is that we can learn and the media can prevent harsh scapegoating, and I'm going to challenge the media and opportunistic profiteers to conduct business ethically and respect personal privacy. Steve Bartman, I love you. Wherever you are in that bunker up in Glenbrook with the artificial sunlight machine and your pallet of water where you're hiding, you stay there. That is your right. Do not go for the fame. Do not go for the money. Anybody else would have done what they did in your position, and Moises Alou should not have screamed you down. Steve Bartman, I love you.
Love that.
That vein is kicking.
I get fired up about Bartman. I do.
Good.
I feel bad
like
for the
it.
guy.
We'll be back after this. That was our hot draft time machine.